I want to bring in Senator Mark Warner, Democrat from Virginia. I'm sure you had a chance to listen to Hazel. She is the survivor of an abusive relationship. She has a 7-year-old son. And I wonder what you say to her, to the millions of people like Hazel who find themselves in a situation they've never thought they'd be in their lives, and they don't understand why those of you in Congress can't fix it, Senator.
Well, Hazel, whether it's Hazel in Maine or Virginians that I saw this weekend, this shutdown is hurting families. And what just kind of blows me away, literally 1 out of every 8 Americans rely on food assistance. And this administration knew these funds were there. They could have said last week, we're not going to put people through the mental, emotional, and every other kind of stress, and do what they'd actually proposed in their first Trump shutdown. And it's heartbreaking. There's a level of cruelty and chaos here that it's just unprecedented. Now, that being said, I think the president, after running all around the world, needs to get in the damn room and spend an hour with Democrats. And let's get the government open. Let's get people SNAP benefits. Let's avoid what Hazel, I imagine. I don't know how Hazel gets her health care, but I bet you if she's getting health care through some of the Obamacare stuff, her health care costs are going to go up dramatically as well. I mean, we're the wealthiest country in the world. We shouldn't have 1 out of 8 of Americans potentially now going hungry and also seeing their health care costs double or triple. We are a better people than this. And this has gone on too long. And I don't know whether this president has any empathy at all. But if he get in the damn room, both sides will have to compromise. But let's get the government open, get these benefits going, and not have this health care cliff come.
You've earned a reputation as a bipartisan negotiator. And I know you said that you believe that the shutdown could end this week, now that President Trump is back in the U.S. But I want to play for you, maybe you've heard it already, what he said for 60 Minutes.
You're saying your plan is to tell the Democrats to vote to end the shutdown.
Correct. Very simple.
And that you will put forward a health care plan?
No, we will work on fixing the bad health care that we have here.
But where is that
plan? And I'd be willing to work with the Democrats on it.
So he says he's willing to work with Democrats, but does that sound like someone who's really ready to go into a room and negotiate? And if not, then what? What do Democrats do for folks like Hazel and the folks you've talked to in your state?
Yeah. Well, Chris, obviously, if Donald Trump had any notions about a health care plan, he would have brought it out when he tried to kill the ACA years ago. And the thing that Chris just, it's hard. It's so hard is the only way you get a compromise, and I've been in every one of these bipartisan gangs, is if those members are both willing to slightly piss off their own team. And my Republican friends have candidly, for the most part, acknowledged to me they can't do anything. They can't move any bulk of members the way we've done in these past, or it was the infrastructure bill, the CHIPS bill, unless they get full sign-off from Donald Trump. I don't know what is, I know for your viewers, this will make folks mad. I want there to be a strong center-right Republican Party, but one based in principle, not a group of Trump sycophants. So that's why I've said, I hope the bipartisan talks move forward, but we got to get Trump's sign-off. And now this was the guy that was supposed to put America first. We'll put America first and resolve this. I don't think it will take more than an hour.
Maybe I'm misreading how I hear you. And Senator, I've been following you and talking to you for a very long time. You sound emotional about this, whether it is about SNAP, whether it's about health care. Can you tell me, is that motivated by the conversations you had this weekend? What did people tell you?
I still hear it's kind of remarkable, the number of people that I saw voters waiting in line to vote. We got a very important gubernatorial election, as everybody knows, tomorrow. But people saying, keep fighting, but I don't. And some of them are federal workers, but I'm also seeing, folks like Hazel. I got staff members who've gone now without a second paycheck, and many of them, they help support their own family members. This is just a level of cruelty that wouldn't have expected from America. And I go back again. Donald Trump didn't run around the world a couple times during his first shutdown. He took the job seriously enough to say, okay, let's try to work something out. And listen, if I got to push the Democrats to make a compromise, but there are millions upon millions of Hazels everywhere across the country who are wondering how they're going to make ends meet. There are millions who are saying how they're going to meet their health care costs. And there are maybe more in my state than most, but federal workers who've now gone into their savings. A number of people were saying, late 50s, early 60s. I talked over the weekend saying, I've been saving for retirement for years. I got to go into my savings now to put food on the table. Reasonable people can differ, but if we can't get to yes on this, we got to get this done. And
can you see, Senator, in your head realistically, and I know you're a realist, and again, I said it 5 minutes ago, you're somebody who has been in the room to try to push compromise, to successfully push compromise. Do you see a compromise that's possible here?
Yes. Yes, I do. I mean, there are lots of conversations going on. I think people of goodwill just got to put this down, get a vote, listen. And chances are it's not going to be, and that's the nature of a compromise. Neither side is going to get everything they've demanded going into this fight. But, the American people realize who caused this shutdown. The American people kind of get all into this process junk, but they know Trump controls the White House, Republicans control the House, Republicans control the Senate. They know the president been running around the world going after a Nobel Prize, not focusing on this issue. And they've now seen the reality of these healthcare costs go up as of this last Saturday. You've got this extra cruelty with the food benefits. And remember, our food banks are already stretched to the brink because of the big ugly bill and the cuts to Medicaid, which they put in, frankly, after next year's midterm elections. But healthcare systems are already cutting back. I can tell you, I got 3 rural healthcare centers in Augusta County that shut down because of the future Medicaid cuts. Aren't we a better country than this? Aren't we got a little bit more basic humility towards each other? And I know folks wanted to get to the elections are tomorrow. Let's get this resolved. Get the government open, get Hazel and other Americans the food assistance they need, and avoid this health care cliff that is imminent now that people can see the cost increase.
Senator Mark Warner, thank you for taking the time to talk to us. And I think there is an awful lot of people watching who hope you're right about the potential for compromise. Thank you, sir.